to my alma mater, to Adia Barnes and the Wildcats heading to the Final Four, first time in school history. So I'm happy, proud of my school. Bear down. Who wants to start?
What was it like watching Steph tonight? Even, he seemed still a little bit hobbled on the tailbone, but what he did anyways.
Well, I mean, you guys know this, and I mean, it's so obvious. He changes everything. Just being out on the floor, the game becomes so much easier for the whole team, and so it opened things up for us. And I thought every guy on the floor played well. Every single guy out there. Wiggs and Kelly were fantastic. James really picking up the defensive coverages at 4 blocks. Loon and Bays off the bench, just fantastic. I could go on, but I just thought everybody followed suit, and that's the effect that Steph has. He makes the game easier for everybody.
Was there any concern with, he fell a few times and it was clearly still bothering him?
Yeah, I mean, with about 5 minutes left, when I took him out, I went over and checked with Rick because I saw him talking to Steph, and Rick said he's fine, and if you want him to play a few more possessions, no problem. But I think we were up 16 at the time, 18, and so we decided to take him out and got him out early, and so he's in the training room now, but he said he feels fine.
How did Steph change the? Oh,
okay.
Okay, sorry. How did Steph just change the energy and the effort before you said that he brings this confidence and swag to this team? And it felt like you guys were playing with a little more oomph tonight. Did Steph's return have anything to do with that?
Oh yeah, it had everything to do with it. He's the heart and soul of what we do. He and Draymond together are leaders, and what they do together complements one another and complements our whole team. So, I think the last few games, it's been tough without that dynamic of having Steph flying off screens and running pick and roll and spreading the floor and bringing his juice, bringing his life and energy to the game. So, we've been in a little rut and we needed him, and he came through.
James had one of his best two-way games of the season, it looked like, and he got a couple of buckets early on. How important is it for a guy, young like he is, to kind of get going early to get some confidence?
Yeah, I think, it's every game is important for James. He's learning so much, and it's the only way he can develop is through minutes on the floor. So good to see him out there for 28 minutes, and as I said, 4 block shots. I thought he was quicker to his rotations. Really battled. I mean, Vucevic is a all-star center, tough matchup, and I thought James really did a good job fighting and competing out there.
Steve, you mentioned before that you thought Andrew was, revived by the All-Star break. You're seeing him score and be as efficient as he was earlier this season. How important is that he's able to continue that over the final 6-8 weeks of the season?
Yeah, it's huge for us. Obviously, Andrew is one of our main weapons, and when Steph is out there scoring, and then we're able to shift the defense over towards him, and then it gives Andrew a little more room to roam. And when he's attacking and shooting the 3-ball well, like he's been doing now the last couple of weeks, that's when we're at our best. So I think Andrew's been rock solid since the All-Star break.
Coach Mark Haynes, obviously it's only one game, one win, but how good does it feel to end a losing streak like this?
Well, it's losing is miserable, and when you go through a stretch, 4 straight losses, it covers a week. The whole week is miserable. That's the life that we live, So when you win, it's euphoric. Everybody's happy. Food tastes better. You sleep better. The whole deal. So this is what it's about: is trying to put it together and get wins so that we can all feel better and our fans can feel better, and hopefully we can gain a little momentum from this. And I think I've told you guys the last couple of weeks, I think we're going to make a run down the stretch. I really believe that, and I thought tonight's game showed you why I believe that can happen. We were pretty good out there tonight, and no reason why we can't continue this and get on a good streak.
I know you've talked plenty about Draymond's scoring not necessarily, mattering as much to you guys, but he hits 3 threes tonight, I think for the first time in a couple seasons. What does it do for you when he can space the floor 2-3 possessions a game with a 3?
Well, the floor opens up a little bit, and it gets him going. Even though Draymond is a guy who really thrives on defense and passing, there's not a basketball player alive who doesn't like to see the ball go in the hoop for himself once in a while, and so I think just getting a couple of buckets energizes Draymond, and it opens up the floor a little bit. So I thought he was great tonight, and he's really had a tremendous year. I think when you look at the way he's played for us, and under the circumstances in which he's played, leading a young team, playing a lot of games without Steph, leading us in assists, leading the entire NBA, and I believe in front court assists, if I'm not mistaken. Draymond's just had a fantastic year, and I was really happy for him that Steph was back tonight, because he's been carrying a pretty big burden here the last week or two.
Steve, tonight was Hispanic Heritage Night for the Warriors. I was wondering what your experience was playing alongside Hispanic players and coaching Hispanic players, and what tonight means to you.
Well, I think the NBA is a global game. One of the things I love about it is it's brought incredible diversity to my life. It's taken me around the world in travel. It's brought me teammates and coaches and people from every walk of life, race, religion, background, you name it. So I love that the NBA really honors different ethnic groups, and it helps grow the game. I think we want everybody around the world playing basketball. It's great for the NBA, but it's just great for communities. It's a wonderful sport, and it makes people happy when they play it. And so we want to honor not only the game, but the regions and people around the world who either love it or who we're trying to get to love it.
Is Manu the biggest Hispanic player in NBA history?
Yeah, I got to think so. I haven't given it a lot of thought, but he's got to be up there, that's for sure.
Steve, the fourth quarter can be, or at least the start of the fourth quarter can be kind of dicey sometimes. Tonight, it was really good. What did you see from your second unit out there in the fourth? Well,
I thought we got really good performances from a lot of people, but the guys all single out are Bazemore and Looney. I thought each guy was really impactful on the game. Loon didn't make a shot, but he was a plus 17 in his 17 minutes. His defense, his passing, and Baze, I thought, was really aggressive. His defense was fantastic. He really pressures the ball, and I thought both guys made a huge impact.
The Bulls got a lot of open looks early, first half of the game. You guys tighten up, or did they cool off?
I think a little bit of both. I thought at halftime, we talked to the team about getting into the ball a little bit more. It felt like they got free early and had some good looks, and we just needed to make them uncomfortable. And I thought we did a much better job of that in the second half. Kelly's defense in the second half was really good, very impactful. And, he had several steals, deflections, And I thought he got into the ball. Everybody really picked up the defense, and we forced a lot of turnovers. They still shot 52%, so they were putting the ball in the basket, but forcing 20 turnovers, that made a big difference. It got us extra field goal attempts that made a huge difference in the game.
Steve, what was the behind the move to put Jordan at the point guard, and what did you see from that move to put him there?
Well, I thought Bazemore was doing such a good job at the end of the first quarter, so we decided to keep him on the floor to start the second, and same thing in the fourth. So, sometimes when a guy is playing well, you ride him a little bit, and then you just adjust your lineup. So. So Jordan ended up running the point to start those 2 quarters, and he did a good job. Thanks a lot, everybody. Oh, last one.
If I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I would like to know, what do you think about Wiseman? He's evolving pretty well. He got personal with Patrick Williams in the fourth quarter. So what do you think he has to improve, and what his weaknesses are right now?
Yeah, James just has to keep playing. We just need to give him minutes, and every game he's going to experience something new, feel it, adapt to the speed of the game, adjust to the skill level of the players, understand scouting reports, who he's guarding, what other guys on the floor are doing. All of those things he has to learn and improve upon. So the only way to do it is to play. So he's getting a chance, and he's making the most of it.